Safe Passage has actually been on the forefront of prevention programming. While a lot of people know us for the intervention work and the tremendous intervention work that we do through both domestic violence and sexual assault, people aren't as familiar with the power of primary prevention.
Primary prevention is activities, involvement, programming, really anything to get involved with people to prevent violence from happening in the first place. Primary prevention for Safe Passage really looks like programming within the schools, community programming, or one-on-one programming with individuals.
I am the Prevention GAC Coordinator here at Safe Passage. It's an acronym for our Growing Asset Center. It is our children's programming that we have here at Safe Passage for our residential and non-residential kids. I have noticed that when kids come in here, they don't have a lot of those protective factors in those assets, so building those in them is very important because it helps them succeed and thrive.
The role that I see Safe Passage playing in the community is pretty expansive. I see Safe Passage in nearly every event, every meeting, every opportunity to connect and collaborate. From a professional standpoint and personal, I've seen firsthand the impact of Safe Passage. My daughter has been a part of the summer wave camp that she and her friends eagerly await. I think Safe Passage has put together a great program that develops those leadership skills and provides, again, those healthy relationships and opportunities to have fun while also learning about making good choices and how to have healthy relationships.
Wave Camp has been one of the best experiences, not only for the students in Mary's Youth Council, but also for the students participating in it. We all get to have a lot of fun and get to grow as individuals and within our group. The Safe Passage Prevention team has done such a good job at connecting with the individuals of NYC. They have been very personable, and when you don't understand something, we'll go far and beyond to try and help you in any way possible.
So people may be surprised to know that our prevention team is really expansive in the services that we do. We are building those relationships with our community partners. We're building relationships with their families and all the people that they serve as well. When we're doing that, we're really just being a gateway to build protective factors.
The role Safe Passage plays at Hanover College's campus is an instrumental partnership for our students and for our staff. And this relationship primarily has been building over the past 3 years. Safe Passage is able to provide that expertise and help students navigate really complex systems that are not survivor-centered. The staff at Safe Passage collaborate with us each year for our first year orientation, which is a massive 300+ student program with experts who are just focused on them as individuals.
Hanover College, they have been fantastic to work with. It started off very small and just getting to know each other, and what is it that we provide turns into our freshman orientation. And today we are offering a variety of workshops and support groups and support to students working one-on-one. It has been really great experience just to work with their administration.
So as a school counselor, we have to wear a lot of hats. We have to do a lot of different things for our kids. And just being able to have experts that have our back and can come in and step up and take on some of those tasks that are maybe more difficult or that we're not as trained to handle is super beneficial to our students and our families. Not only is it helping relieve the burden off of us as school employees, but then those students and those families are getting the best care and the best support that they can get.
Oftentimes in the work that we do, a lot of focus is given on the clients or the adults that are in a situation, but oftentimes we miss the youth that are experiencing the same thing. I've been in a classroom talking about teen dating violence intervention or sexual assault. Eyes get real big, like, oh my gosh, I know what that is, and they know what that is on a level that a lot of people don't understand. That's the first step, is like getting in there and having those conversations in a way that they may not have heard before. And then usually after that is when we have students come up and they're like, okay, I totally understand what you're saying and I need help. We see it too often, and it's it's just reinforced my perspective on why our job is so important, because these kids have nobody else to tell them that what they've experienced isn't okay.
We will have kids stay between classes or write us notes and messages and hand that off to us, and really just look for a connection with us. And we are very willing and able to do that.
It's critical because our kids have so many messages coming at the speed of light to them in any given day. And we work really hard as a prevention team to be relational. So rather than paging through technology or a screen, having that interaction with a facilitator is reinforcing some of the skill sets and some of the value of having connection.
And when we talk about this work of domestic violence intervention and prevention, the intervention piece gets a lot of the highlight because that's the in-your-face, the gruesome, the horrible, where these kids are right underneath that. You're looking here, and these kids are right here. And oftentimes we as a society miss that. And I think investing in what our world looks like, creating that better world, starts with the work that we're doing here. We're in a rural area, and there's not a lot of resources out there that will help. It starts with one, and one trickles to two, and then before you know it, our whole world looks different. And that's the goal, right? The goal for our team, for our prevention work, is to stop the violence before it starts.